Real Talk with ReZsaun.
Hello world and welcome back to Real Talk with ReZsaun, where nothing's off limits. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you are here with me and I appreciate that. Now, as you guys know, one of the goals of Real Talk with ReZsaun is to shine a light on the great things that are happening right here in the Low Country. I know we talk about all the things going on across the country. You know, there's great things going on in Chicago, New York City, Boston, Miami, Tennessee, California, wherever. But I'm telling you, right here in the Low Country, we have people making strides to change the world, making strides to do things that are going to impact things much greater than and larger than themselves. So today's local celebrity spotlight is very, very special. I have two special guests. I have Mr. Amari President, representing the Joe Biden for 2020 presidential campaign with me. Thank you so much for joining me, sir.
I'm glad to be here.
All right, and we have Miss Edelena Smith-Butler from the Stand for Haiti, Kempe Haiti. Kempe Haiti. Charity.
It's a nonprofit organization.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we're gonna be talking about that. So before we even get started, I wanna go ahead and start by letting you guys introduce yourselves.
All right, well, my name is Amari President. I'm a student at Ashley Ridge High School. I'm actually a sophomore. I'm with the Joe Biden for President in 2020 campaign. And the reason I came here tonight is because we have a lot that is impacting our community. We have a lot that's affecting not just me, but everybody sitting here in this room. So I'm here tonight to hopefully we can answer some questions, but truthfully, I'm 15 years old and I'm involved because I care about the future of our country. I care about what this nation looks like when I'm 40 and 50 years old. So I'm glad to be here. I can't wait to have the conversation.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining me. And Miss Smith-Butler.
So again, thank you for having me. My name is Edelena Smith-Butler, and I am homegrown. I'm from the metropolis city of Ravenel, South Carolina.
Oh, metropolis city.
Don't do me like that. The metropolis city of Ravenel, but I am honored to serve with an organization called Kempe Haiti, which is also known as Stand for Haiti. And Stand for Haiti, it is a local organization that serves the country of Haiti. And what we do is we provide a plethora of services that include, we sponsor students to go to school, we have a life proof group, we do different campaigns that raise money to assist those that are widows and orphans and different populations in Haiti. So I'm just here just to tell you guys about what we do and how you guys can be a part of what we do and the different impacts that we're making in Haiti.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So as you can see, definitely different backgrounds, but we definitely can plug all these in and make sure that they work so that everybody can get their word out. All right, cool. So let's start out, I guess, with the presidential campaign. We just had debates last night. Mm-hmm. So tell us how you got involved with the Biden campaign.
Well, I'm actually an intern with the Biden campaign right now. I started off as a volunteer, and the reason I started volunteering was because of what happened in 2016. I attended Rawlings Middle School of the Arts, a predominantly white school, and after Donald Trump won, I came back to school the next day, and there were a group of Donald Trump supporters waiting on me. They knew I was a Hillary supporter. I'd mowed lawns. I'd saved up money to buy a Hillary shirt, so I wore it day of the election. Next day, I came back to school, and they were out there waiting on me.
Wow.
And I had to go through the courtyard in order to get into the school, and they started yelling at me as I was going through the courtyard. They started, calling me the N-word. They started saying that I was their African American, and they got this from our president. They were emboldened by our president. So, this time around I said that cannot happen again. We cannot allow this person that emboldens white supremacists, Never mind, I was in 7th grade when Donald Trump became president. These are 7th graders talking this way to their fellow, classmates. So I said, I'm not going to sit on my behind. I'm going to get up. I'm going to get involved with the campaign. So I started volunteering with Biden for President shortly after they offered me an internship, and I've been with them ever since.
Wow. Well, I'm going to pause right there because that's big. Mm-hmm. That's deep. And I'm gonna tell you why it's big and it's deep. Because a lot of people would have taken that anger, and they would have used it for something negative. But you found a way to make something positive. Like I don't know who you are watching right now, but that in and of itself is enough reason to follow you. That makes you a leader, and I want you to understand that. That's important that you understand it at 15 years old. Mm-hmm. That means that at 14, because you just turned 15, right?
Right.
So that means at 14 years old, you had the wherewithal in your head to say, "Nah, they're wrong." I love that. Keep going with that.
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. So Edelena Smith-Butler, let's get to you. How did you get into the Haiti campaign?
Okay, so about almost 10 years ago, I started working for an organization called Communities in Schools. And in that organization, they were like, "Oh, the person that you're going to be working with, he's Haitian. He's like the savior, right?" And I was like, "Who's this man?"
ReZsaun. Must have been.
Gene.
Yeah.
It was John. So I was like, okay, I want to meet this guy, blah, blah, blah. So long story short, we worked together at North Charleston High. So as soon as I met him, I said, "Hey, I heard that you go to Haiti, you're Haitian. I want to know what you do because I want to go." Immediately, he was like, "This girl's crazy," right? But I'm that type of person that is like, I'm passionate about stuff. So like as the year continued, I was like, I really want to go. I want to see what's going on. I've traveled abroad several times. So long story short, he was like, if you're serious, then this is the information. So I went, I think it was maybe, I've been 8 times. So I lost track of time. I went the first year.
Lost track of time. The time I've been to Haiti.
Just 8 of them, right?
Humble brag.
No, it's not even like that. It's not even like that. Nah, so long story short, I went to Haiti and immediately the day that I put my feet on the ground, my life was changed. And it wasn't just that, like what we were doing, but the passion and just seeing the integrity of the organization. Like I was immediately like, okay, I'm interested. Like I want to be involved in what they're doing because I worked in a community where I felt like it wasn't really appreciated, and that what I was doing that was like, it was small, but I realized that there was something greater that I could be connected to that was really of like integrity. Like no shade to any other organization that's like an international organization that does stuff, but I saw literally how they were like, if we raised $100, I saw the $100 being used, you know?
Yes.
And so for me, it was very important that I was connected to something that was greater than myself, but also that was making a difference. And I'll tell you the story if you don't mind.
Please do.
So long story short, there was this old lady. As soon as we got there, she started like talking in Creole and like screaming and crying. And I was like, okay, what's going on? This lady kind of crazy, right? And she said, and so I was like, okay, Jean, what's going on? And she said, every time I see you guys, it is a reminder to me that God has not forgotten us. And so most of the people that live in Haiti, they live off of less than $1 a day. And what she said is that every time she saw Jean and the missionaries, it was a reminder to her that God was answering their prayers. Wow. And so I got connected. I haven't let go because I see the difference. I see the growth. I see how the organization is making a difference in the community and like just the different populations that we serve. And so I'm stuck like glue.
Wow. I love that. So how long have you been with them now?
So I started working at communities and schools. It was like 10 years ago. So I've been working with them for 10 years. I don't work with Gene anymore, but I'm still connected.
Word. So, yeah, because Gene, is he still in North Charleston High?
Neither one of us are there anymore.
When did he leave?
Last year.
Oh, okay, because when I was there last year, he was there.
Yeah.
All right, good. Well, good stuff. Well, first of all, just, both of you, just wow. Just wow. So I want to turn to the camera real quick and say, for everybody that's saying, I'm too busy to get involved. I don't have enough time to do anything. This lady just said she worked at North Charleston High School, which I went to North Charleston High School. I know what it's like to go to North Charleston High School. All right? This young man here is 15 years old. 15! And he's already active. That means that if they can do it, then we all can definitely get into it. I want to keep talking, though. I want to keep talking because this is what I do. Thankfully, the good thing about coming to Real Talk with ReZsaun as opposed to going on like one of the larger, mainstream media is like they usually have like 2 minutes for you. So that would have been the end of the interview.
Right.
They're like, thank you and good night. But no, here at Real Talk with ReZsaun, we get to dig a little deeper, into the stories. Okay, so I want to do that with you guys. So back to Biden. We're gonna do this.
Okay.
We're not gonna go there. You have our talks. We're good, and we'll have more in the future, I can tell. But what is it about Vice President Biden that makes you want to support him over the other candidates?
Well, look, I think in the Democratic field we have a lot of candidates that can win, and we have a lot of candidates with great ideas. But what happens after the election? What happens when we have a new president of the United States? Right now, our country is so deeply divided. We can see it. I've lost family members who refuse to talk to me because of politics. I've lost friends who refuse to call me anymore because of politics. Our country is so deeply divided. What happens after the election? That's what I'm concerned about. That's what we all should be concerned about. So for me, Vice President Biden, he's been in Washington when Washington worked for American people. When Washington worked for the American people, it wasn't a crime for him to go out to lunch with a Republican. It wasn't a crime for him to go across the aisle and say, let's do this for our people. That's what we need again. And I feel like Joe Biden has not only the experience, but the integrity. He has the well-knownness to be able to go to any Republican, to go to any conservative and say to them, you know, I know you don't want this, or I know we disagree on this, but let's find something right here that we can agree on so that we can get something done for the American people. Right now, we have such a huge problem, just as an example, with guns in our country. Mitch McConnell has a bill on his desk. He has hundreds of bills sitting on his desk that have been passed by the United States. He's a fun guy, isn't he? That have been passed. They've been passed by the United States Congress. Well, hopefully we'll vote them out. But they have been passed by the United States Congress. And because he does not want them to be passed through the United States Senate and become law, he refused to put them on the floor. Like, let's put this in perspective. Our representatives have voted and agreed and passed things through their legislative body. And one man is standing in the way of them becoming law. And it's not even the President of the United States. So put that in perspective. So why I'm with Vice President Biden is because had he been in Washington right now, I'm sure he could have gone to Mitch McConnell and say, let's get this done because there are people dying. There are mothers losing their sons, fathers losing their daughters. And we need to do something about this for the American people.
Vote for Amari President.
Biden. I'm with Biden.
I love that. Yo, 15. All right, that's all. I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there.
I'm so impressed. Like,
yes.
I'm honestly, even from like working at No Trust for 7 years, I'm telling you, like, I'm blown away. I would have never thought you were 15 because at 15, I could not ever.
I couldn't have this discussion at 15.
Clearly, all I wanted.
I could tell you all about the Boys and Men album.
Listen, I'm telling you. And Drew Hill.
I can tell you all about the Drew Hill
nothing.
album. Backwards and forwards.
You guys, I truly thank you so much for that. But talking is a lot, but getting involved with the campaign and working is even better. Our office is at 2025 Rivers and Reynolds Avenue. That's 2025 Rivers and Rivers Avenue. We phone bank on Tuesdays. We knock doors and phone bank again on Saturdays. Actually, this Friday we have Simone Sanders coming out. She is the senior advisor she's the senior advisor to the vice president. You've seen her on CNN. You've seen her on MSNBC. So she'll be making calls with us Friday starting at 2 p.m.
Sarah Sanders?
Simone Sanders.
Sarah Sanders.
Listen, I want
Come
him
on,
on my
seriously.
team.
Yeah,
I'm sitting here saying, how in the world am I going to get him on my marketing team for Haiti?
Uh-huh.
Because if I could get you standing in front of people doing what you do for Biden, for Haiti, I'm like, okay, I'm going to turn over.
We'll figure it out.
We talk numbers, huh? We talk numbers,
Yeah,
huh? I see you, Amari. Trying to get a check. I see you, Amari.
But I'm with it because something that he said, and I'm not taking over.
Something
that you said that's very important to me is that you like we're in there like getting involved, being passionate, being a part of something that's greater than what you are because it influences our leaders. Like for instance, we recently did a campaign for Haiti called Emerging Leaders. And what we did was we raised money to fund the students to go to school. So students in Haiti do not get the opportunity to go to school for free. So something that we take for granted, like getting on the school bus, going to school, that's not a privilege that they have. So one of the things that we do is we invest in them to not just, it's not a charity. We don't want them to feel like it's a handout. It's really trying to help them out of their current situation. So we're in the streets. We're literally like, when we're in Haiti, it's not like, oh, we're not going to look cute. I'm telling you, when I come back.
It's on some work stuff.
It's hard work.
Yeah,
Listen, it is
even though you're still going to Haiti.
It's
8 times.
8 times.
First, let me say
brag.
this. No. And it is a blessing. It is a blessing that we are able to go.
But it gets kind of dangerous.
Well, it is totally dangerous, but it is the opportunity we go. It is because we go to serve. And so I'll give an example. So, say for instance, a household. Typically, a household does not make $30 a month. Okay. Do you know what you spend $30 on? Probably the shirt for Biden.
Oh.
No shade. I'm
take
using
that,
it as
John
an
Biden.
No. I'm
Joe
using it as an
His
example.
memory.
Nah, not like
You shady.
I'm using it as an example,
No,
but
I
it's
understand.
No, he's
it's,
messing with me.
it's
funny.
small. Or
Yeah.
your Apple Watch costs how much?
Yeah, about 300.
Okay, so a family doesn't make 300 in a year.
no.
Do you understand?
Yeah, that's terrible.
So for me, one of the reasons why I go is because it's a sacrifice, but it's worth a sacrifice.
Right.
And everything if it's worth having, you have to make the sacrifice. You understand what I'm saying? So just like you get up, you go, you're working in the campaign. That's why I'm literally in the trenches. Like, I'm not just out here talking about it. Like, we're in Haiti. I'm walking up the mountain to prayer. I'm filling buckets for Haiti. We're raising money. We're taking the kids to learn different stuff. We're doing stuff with the widows and orphans because it takes more than just talking about it.
Absolutely. That's this whole thing. That's really the point of this show. Is like so many people, especially in the age of social media, we're in an age of affirmation. Everybody wants to be liked. Everybody wants to get likes. Everybody wants to have a following or, all these things. But a lot of us who are trying to do those things are really sitting on our butts and not really leaving our house. We'll post a lot of pictures, but we ain't going nowhere.
Right.
I mean, let's be real, right? 15.
At 15, I was
full-time
working at
job.
KFC.
Full-time job, right? And you do Stand for Haiti as a part-time.
Correct.
As your volunteer.
Involved.
And people who know me know what I do. You see Real Talk with ReZsaun. You know who I am. You know what this is. Not as mess with you. But seriously, like, it takes a willingness to say, I'm going to go beyond myself.
Correct.
I'm going to get up. I'm going to go out and support on election day. I'm going to drive people to the polls. I'm not just going to say, hey, y'all go vote.
Right.
Because that's not enough anymore.
It's not.
I'm not going to say, hey, pray for Haiti.
It's not enough.
It's not enough.
Posting a hashtag is not doing something for Haiti. They don't get one dime for that.
Faith without works
is dead.
Correct.
It's dead. So when we're sitting here, we're talking about these things. Trust me, when they leave here, they're going right back to volunteering, like at the wee hours of the morning, trying to figure out how do I impact the people that I'm here to impact.
Correct.
By action. So yes, it's cool, when something happens, when Sandy Hook happens, we all change our meme, we change our Avi to the Sandy Hook flag or whatever it is, or the neat thing of that day, and that's cool. Like, I get that, but it's gotta go beyond that. It's gotta be action. Mm-hmm. It's gotta be action. It can't be lip service. We got too much lip service.
Correct.
Need more action. Thank y'all for that, man. We're not gonna stop there though. Trust me. I told you we got time. We got a question. All right, let's says yeah. Throw your question out there, Dustin. We got Dustin. Dustin's actually one of my main followers. He watches. He watches every week. So if I'm on, he's watching. So shout out to Dustin. He's a brand new teacher.
Okay.
He just started teaching.
Good luck to you.
Shout out to Dustin.
Raise,
High
hopefully.
School.
Oh, good luck to you.
He's in Baltimore. Yeah.
Oh, still good luck to you.
It's really.
Teaching is not easy.
No, you have
to be passionate about it.
Like Baltimore is like.
Education is important though.
All right, let's see what your question. He says, "How do you feel?" And this is you now. If you don't want to answer, I'm tell you. You can just say, "Hey, I'm not as." All right. I know you got all the bullet points. I got you. I got you. I owe you back for that one. But I owe you from earlier. Okay. All right. He said, "How do you feel about Biden's support for troops on the ground in Darfur and the world could possibly have an outcry due to military intervention? Yet another Muslim country after he supports." Dude, you gotta use punctuation in these questions, bro. Darfur, you're a teacher. Come on, man. Let's start over. How do you feel about Biden's support for the troops on the ground in Darfur and the world could possibly have an outcry due to the military intervention in yet another Muslim country after he supported the failed Iraqi war? Then he puts punctuation. Can a military effectively be used to end the suffering in another country that's been through decades of civil war?
All right, so that's a juicy one.
I don't know.
That's a juicy one. I know. So here's the thing. So we were just talking about this last night. Actually, I hopefully you watched the debate. And Senator Sanders brought up the fact that Vice President Biden voted for the war in Iraq. Well, look, here's what happened. President Bush said that he was going to go. If Congress gave him the approval to go to war, he was going to go to some of our allies and try and convince our allies to go to war with us. And that's what happened. Congress said, okay, we don't believe you can do it, but you go get some of our allies and you go back. Well, what was supposed to happen is President Bush was supposed to come back to Congress. He was supposed to come back to the Senate for another vote on the war. Well, that did not happen. The President of the United States at the time, George Bush, went straight into war without our allies as heavy as he thought he could get them. So, is military intervention the thing that we always want to happen? I wouldn't say that's true. But, we have a candidate in the race who wants to pull America out of everything, who wants America to come home, bring our troops home. And I don't think that is the solution to our problems. And so to answer your question, I think that we need to sit down. We need to have conversations. We need to have a president of the United States who, when he goes to the United Nations, he actually shows up to things on times. We need to have a president of the United States that when he enters a room, he has respect so that the conversation can be continued, so that the conversation can be had. Look, the world is becoming a more globalistic place. It's happening. Whether we like it or not, nations cannot become isolated. So we need to sit down. We need to have conversations. We have to get involved with other countries that, look, the fact of the matter is this. We have to say to some countries, if they're doing things wrong to their citizens, we have to intervene. That's the way of the United States. That's the way we've always been. So is military action always the thing that we have to do? Sometimes, but most of the time you want to move away from it, but sometimes it's just what you have to do.
Vote for Amari President.
I'm with it. I'm telling you, I need like a shirt that say "Vote for Amari for President."
If you get a shirt that says "Vote for Amari President," I promise you I'll wear it during the show.
I'm wearing it too.
Send me one. That's it.
Look, right now.
You don't have to pay for it though.
He had to pay
Unless
for
it'll be a campaign. Yeah, we got people to watch. Come on, dude.
Well, let's try and get Joe Biden on the show first.
Let's try to get Joe Biden on the show. If we can get Joe Biden on Real Talk with ReZsaun, man, I will make my own Amari President. I will make my own Amari President for President shirt, and I will wear it 3 weeks straight.
So let's share this video right now. Share it. Vice President Biden. I'm not calling you out because that's scary, but
no, but that's great though. I think, and I want to say this. Like, I think you're an awesome representative for him. One, you're a student. A product of the Tri-County schools, DD2. I love DD2. I taught in DD2, and I'm a big believer in the power of education and what it can do to uplift people of all kinds. I believe it was W.B. Du Bois that was like really big on just the power of education. That's the only way out. It's the only way out, and you clearly do not come from negative circumstances. I also want to take the opportunity to say, shout out to your mom.
Shout out to your mom.
Yo.
It's a clan of us.
Yo.
Listen,
shout out to the support. Shout out to the grandma.
To the village.
Grandma, I feel like we built something already.
Shout out to the village. Shout out to your tribe. I'm telling you. You have the bomb.
President.
Guys, it's just been my family all the way because I can tell you I'm a busy person. I think I'm busy. I'm a busy person. I gotta go here. I gotta do that. Gotta do that. Is Mom, can you take me your dad? Get my granny get so. You know. And then sometimes my text, just like Dustin, it's unclear. It's like I need to go here, do, and they're like, huh?
So but they get you.
But guess what? They keep showing up for you too.
They do.
That's nice.
And I just can't.
Yeah, we got mom and grandma right here. Watching the show right here. Shout out to y'all. So y'all did a great job with this young man. This has been amazing. How can they help? For you, Haiti.
So for Haiti, there are so many things that you can do to be a part. One of the things,
especially you, Amari.
Amari is gonna be on my team.
She's specifically thinking of you.
That's gonna be something. We'll just add that. Tell your mom, text that to mom, and be like, "I'm on her team." Okay, like whatever. Mom, they're on our team. Okay, we're gonna get him to the meeting. Next meeting, don't worry. Well, so there are several things that we do to try to impact the nation of Haiti, and one of the biggest things that we do is education. So we sponsor students to go to school. I'm going to put a shameless plug, but please visit us at www.standforhaiti.org. One of the things that we do, we sponsor students to go to school. So for the students that cannot afford to go to school or have not been sponsored, we also have what we call a life proof group, where we have our teachers that are there that teach English, they teach French, they teach Spanish, they teach the Bible. To our students that have not been sponsored. So we have over 80 students right now that have not been sponsored, but we still work with them every week, and we provide weekly programs for them where they learn different things. Mm-hmm. We also do things for the widows and orphans. That includes rice and beans. We provide food for our widows and orphans and our elderly, and we do the Fill a Bucket project. Okay. The last thing that we did last year, and we're going to do it again, is called Haitian Soul, where we collect brand new shoes for those that are unable to buy shoes. And so last year we were able to give away over 2,000 pairs of shoes.
Wow.
Listen, I cried. I'm not going to cry in here today, I hope, right? But one of the biggest blessings, right, is to be able to give away something that we think is so small. Like, for instance, everybody in this room, I am confident, has a pair of shoes that you've never put on your feet. Oh, yeah. Mom, we're not even going to talk about it, Mama, because I'm moving. So I realized that I had like 20 pairs of shoes that I never had on my feet. Judge your mothers. Don't do that. Don't do that. However, we were able to bless people with school shoes, men like Timberlands to go to work, like kids' shoes that have never been able to afford shoes, or even the elderly. Because think about it, a pair of shoes can cost $10, and to us that's nothing. But to somebody that only makes $30 a month, that's huge. That's half your, you know what I'm saying? That's your livelihood. So there are different opportunities where you can give, or if you want to participate and say, I want to go to Haiti because I want to be in there. You want to be in, you want to be at the door, we're going to get you in there. You can go 8 times with us, we with it. You can go. But those are different things. And if you want to, like, for instance, if you want me to come or Jean to come and talk about what we do and how you can be a part, or how your organization can be a part to adopt our organization, let us know. Reach out to us. We're all on social media. We would love to come out to your church, your sorority, your fighting group. With it. I want to go meet the president. We can be the organization that you sponsor.
Ooh, the president.
Yeah, I'm with it. But just those are different opportunities where you can participate. And if you want to say, hey, I have this idea where I want to build a well for Haiti or something. Okay, I'm with it. We're with it. We're open to like suggestions and different things that you can participate.
Word. So
www.standforhaiti.org.
Yep. I put the link down there.
Yep, you will find us. We are a nonprofit in the States, and we are a recognized NGO in the country of Haiti, which means we're legit on both sides of the fence.
Right.
Yes.
Y'all not on that Wyclef stuff?
We are legit on both sides of the fence. Let's
Shout out
be
to
clear.
Wyclef.
Okay?
You want to come on Real Talk with ReZsaun, Wyclef?
And you know Gene, so you already know that he's a man of integrity.
Absolutely.
All of the people that we work with are very passionate about just making a difference. And not just like, we don't want to just kind of give them stuff. That's one of the things that Gene is very passionate about, not just giving them stuff. Like, we do bless them with like brand new shoes or clothes or rice and beans, but the biggest focus for us is education, because that's what changes the country. That's what changes the community, is making sure that they're empowered by education.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that.
My
So
pleasure.
it's www.standforhaiti.org and Campe
Haiti.
Haiti. All right? Yeah, do that. I don't know, transition. All right. Sorry, I messed that up. All right, Amari, if they want to support the campaign, what do they do?
Well, number one, I want you to put my link down there too.
I'm going to put your link right here, buddy.
www.joebiden.com.
I love him, man.
Hold on, it's not Joe 303030.
Text Joe to 30330.
That was hysterical.
That was a good number.
First of all, you see that he's ready for you, though.
Yeah,
He's
I know he's there for me. All right, what was it, JoeBiden.org?
JoeBiden.com. So Joe to 30330, or if you're in South Carolina, text SC for Joe to 30330. So, like I mentioned, we have Simone Sanders coming in on Friday. That's going to be at 2 p.m. at 2025 Rivers and Reynolds Avenue. That's our regional office here for Charleston. And look, we have phone banking on Tuesdays. We have, on Tuesdays, let me tell you, you can come on out. We have phone bank captains.
I love this.
We have phone bank comfort captains. And their job, if they don't want to make phone calls, but they want to bring food. So I'm telling you, I've been out there making calls sometimes, and I'm out there like, hello! Because I'm telling you, I like to eat. I'm just going to put that out there. I like to eat. And they bring so much good food. So you come on out. It's not, people say, I don't have time to volunteer. Volunteer's boring. It's not about that. You come out, you get involved. I'll train you myself if you tell them you want me to train you.
Tell them you want the 15-year-old.
I can train you myself. I can get you out there. It's very fun. You come out, you make phone calls, or if you want to come out on Saturday, knock on doors, we'll do it all day. And usually people come out for an hour or 2 hours, however long you can. If you can give us 15 minutes, we can work with 15 minutes.
All right. I think I just found my campaign manager, guys.
Totally.
I don't know if y'all realize this or not, but
Were you running for state senator or what?
actually, how can they find you on social media?
You can find us. So first, I'll tell you, you can find our organization on Facebook at Stand for Haiti. You will see our logo. It is a bucket, and it has Haiti on the inside. You can find myself on Facebook at Edelena Smith-Butler. I'm on Facebook. Or our organization founder, his name is Jean Rebecca.
Yeah.
So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I am always available. I talk to strangers. I'm not afraid. Reach out, have questions, invite us out to your organization. We want to let you know about what we do and how you can be a part.
Yes. www.
Stand for Haiti.
I'm gonna make sure I get that out there. That's very important. Please go there. Donate. No money is too small. No money is too large. Boom. Go. How can they find your social media?
So you can find me at
First of all, hold on. He's 15, so don't be going on his page doing nothing crazy.
And his mother
I
is
will
here.
come for you.
Mother is here, okay?
People do it.
All right,
People
go
do
ahead.
it.
Go ahead.
I'm telling you, our
Go ahead.
country's divided. I'm on Amari President SC, but you can follow the Vice President at Joe Biden on Instagram, Facebook, all of the above. But again, you know, just like he was saying, you know, donating not a little bit is too small. But for both of us, I think donating is good, but you gotta get involved.
Yes.
You gotta get involved. You gotta volunteer.
Yes.
Look, I could care less if I had 4 million followers on Instagram. I could care less. I could care less if I had 4 million followers on Instagram who comment under my pictures, go Joe, let's do this. And none of them are getting involved in the community.
Nice.
Right.
I really don't care. I have 100 followers. I get 150 likes on my pictures. So I don't.
How do you get 150 likes on your picture? You got 100 followers, y'all. Who does that?
Well,
Amari
look,
President.
look.
Amari President does.
So Amari
ain't doing it
President
like
SC. Amari President SC. I'm only on Instagram.
He gets
I'm only on
100
Instagram.
followers. He gets 150 pictures. We're gonna talk about that later. That's ridiculous. How do you get more pictures, more likes than followers?
I'm pretty sure I have 300 followers, and I
Then
only get 150.
Okay, because I'm saying those numbers just was off, man.
Yeah,
We'll talk about it later. All right, cool. Thank you guys so much for joining me.
Thank you again for
As we
having
part,
us.
is there any closing thoughts that you want to guys want to put out there?
I think the only thing I would say is that what Amari said is that we can be everywhere and not be impactful, but being present and being a part of the movement is important. So become a part of the movement.
I love it. Mr. President.
Well, look, folks, there's a lot going on in our country right now. And on a serious note, there's a lot going on in our country right now. There's a lot that's happening that none of us can explain. We don't know why Donald Trump is president of the United States. But what we can do is we can get involved and help the future of our country. In 2020, voting will not be enough. Donating will not be enough. Those things are crucial and they're important, but getting out, talking to your neighbors, volunteering, that's important. So text Joe to 30330 or go to www.joebiden.com. Get involved with our campaign and let's make Joe Biden our next president, and let's make Donald Trump a one-term president. Thank you.
Yo, this nah,
It's not, but it's true.
Do you see this, son? You watching this, right? All right, now all right. You see? All right, cool. This is Real Talk with ReZsaun. Y'all know what this is. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Dead serious from the bottom of my heart. I really love, and anything I can do to support you guys in the future, please let me know. That's just, once you come on the show, once you're a friend of Real Talk with ReZsaun, I want to reiterate, Joe Biden, if you'd like to come on and be a guest on the show, we'd love to have you here on Real Talk with ReZsaun. It'd be a great interview, and I'd love to give you an opportunity to share your message with the world, even though I think you have a great advocate in young Mr. Amari President, who quite possibly is going to be the future president of the United States of America. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there into the atmosphere. And if it happens, trust me, I will vote for you 3,000 times. I will vote for you, even though that's illegal. So I vote for you one time. I bring 3,000 people to the polls. So,
Yeah.
That work?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
February 29th, South Carolina. That's when we go out to vote in the primary.
Oh, primaries. Oh, my goodness. Knock that out.
So February 29th of next year, I'm sorry, I'm just going to keep going on. February 29th of next year, that's when we go out to the polls from 7 to 7. If you're in line before 7, stay in line. Don't get out of line. They're going to tell you to get out of line. Look, I'm sorry, South Carolina is closing polling stations like it's so crazy. You know, we have so many things that are happening that are trying to make people not go out to vote. They're trying to make it hard to vote. But South Carolina's primary is on a Saturday. It's on a Saturday. So let's get out, let's vote. I'm telling you, there are going to be people voting in our primary who don't want Joe Biden to be there. The Republicans don't have a primary this year.
Right.
So they will be voting.
Sort of shut that down. But that's another talk for another day.
Look, there's a lot. So let's go. Text Joe to 30330, www.joebiden.com. Get involved, not with just Joe Biden, the Haiti campaign.
Stand for Haiti.
Let's move America forward.
Let's move America forward. And this has been Real Talk with ReZsaun. I am your host, ReZsaun Lewis. Thank you guys for watching. This, as you guys know, we do this every single week. With the election coming up, I am doing a few more extra interviews. Actually, next Tuesday, I'm interviewing Councilman Mike Brown from North Charleston City Council, as well as on Wednesday, I am interviewing Nathan Levine of Independent Music SC. And then the following Tuesday, I'm interviewing Shady running for Somerville mayor. Shady Moore running for Somerville mayor. Running for mayor of Somerville. And then Wednesday, my daughter has a concert, so I'm not doing the show that night because family first. All right. And that's the show for this evening. Thank you guys so much again. Standforhaiti.org and www.joebiden.com or text Joe 3030
30330.
30330. Remember when Joe Biden was at the end of the debate and he got lost on that part? I don't know. I thought I'd throw it out there. This is Real Talk with ReZsaun. Always remember that God is everything and without him we are nothing. So never forget where your help comes from. And if a man doesn't stand for something, he's bound to fall for anything. Now that is real talk. I will see y'all next week. Peace.